What's up, everybody? Robbie here with the Nerd Cave Network, joined along with my friend.
Zach Dykes.
How's it going, man?
I'm doing well.
I had a little, pause right before
Yeah.
I said network, but it's okay.
It's okay. This is episode
160.
of the Nerd Cave podcast. It's a lot
I
of
was going
episodes.
to do the cute 160, but it's okay.
It's okay. We're not
cute.
We're not cute. We're hairy men.
You're right.
This is from a listener. Shout out to Derek Daniel, which he'll be joining us on the E3 live shows. So looking forward to that. If you're looking for E3 coverage, you can check us out over at switch.tv. Not switch.tv, but twitch.tv.
Kind of like when you...
Yeah, Nerd Cave Network. We'll be doing live shows through all of that. He says that, no, this comes all on this article, on which I'll read. With No Man's Sky being delayed yet again, do you think this is the point? It should or should have been pushed for an October release and be a PSVR game. So I'll get to the question, but I'll read the little excerpt real quick. Originally to set release in June, Hello Games' No Man's Sky has been pushed to August 9th. Sean Murray gave insight in the PlayStation blog post explaining that the extra polish, heard that way too many times recently, is necessary, and it was a tough choice to delay the game. This is clearly a game that is meant to be a PlayStation VR game. Like, it is 100% clear that this would be a fantastic game as a PSVR game. I don't know why they haven't announced it. I don't know why they didn't just delay it to October. I totally agree with that. Launch it the same time as they launch PSVR, and PSVRs will just fly off the shelf.
Oh, yeah, because this is one of those games that people have been waiting for, but they keep getting pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
And, my stance on stuff is I would rather you push it back than give me crap.
Yeah.
But... you keep pushing it back and keep pushing it back and keep pushing it back. Yeah, I'm going to get annoyed, but I'm not going to get annoyed to the part where I'm going to go out and attack you for pushing it back. But I'm still annoyed.
Yeah. And I think that comes back to the fact of people announcing their product and showing so much of their product way too early.
Oh, yeah.
And that, Fallout, Bethesda did it perfect last year. Perfect example of how you should run a launch. You say, E3, our game's coming out in November. Guess what happens? November freaking Fallout 4 came out.
And not only that, they were like, but to keep you busy in the meantime, we're introducing you to this little game for your phone. It's Fallout Shelter. Yeah, I didn't play it for super long.
You played it for 2 weeks, but it was awesome those 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was super fun. I'm sure all my people are dead.
Probably.
Because I haven't looked at them in over
a year.
Yeah.
Well, and my biggest problem here is I know No Man's Sky 2-3 years has been at E3 showing stuff off. That is a long time to be leading people on.
Yeah.
I either get annoyed or I get disinterested and just wait, okay, tell me a date, and then I'll get interested again. So I think that has a lot of the problems there. And then when they finally released a date, everybody's like, okay, awesome. We're going to get this day,
And then they're like, oh, just kidding. It's getting pushed back.
Yeah, it's only 2 months, and 2 months is a big time. I agree with people pushing games back to make them better and fix problems that they're having, but don't set a date unless you're going to hold to it.
Unless you are 100% sure, or even 90% sure that you're going to hit that release date, because then you have the people who aren't as understanding as us are going to be complaining,
or they're going to do something like this. Sean Murray tweeted out, which he is the head of No Man's Sky. He's the lead guy for that. I have received loads of death threats this week.
Oh, yeah.
Hello Games now looks like the house from Home Alone. #pillow fort. That is ridiculous that someone that makes video games for a living, that is providing entertainment and trying to make the best product out there, is getting death threats for postponing a game for 2 freaking months. That is stupid.
Like, it all comes back to the people who that's all they do is live, eat, and breathe games. They don't have to face the real world where you have to have a job and everything. And yes, I understand it is extremely frustrating to have to wait for something that you're so highly have been anticipating. But you got to understand, I would rather get something that is done, that is polished, than to get a game and they're like, oh, here comes this gigantic update that you have to get.
Yeah, this patch. Oh, we've got a 10 gig patch.
And like you got to wait a good 3 weeks to a month to get that patch. So what you're playing right now is a faulty game. Like, you're glitching through stuff. Like, I've even had a game where, I didn't get any of my achievements until they put a patch in. And also,
things not popping like they should and everything.
And like, I would randomly fall through a map, and it's just not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. But for people to go to that level and threaten somebody's life over a video game, they need to reevaluate what they're doing.
Yes, they need to go home and rethink their lives.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So, guys, if you have that mindset, yes, I've had games that have been pushed back a year before. Mass Effect was one of them. Batman Arkham Knight got pushed back for almost a year. There's games that I've been anticipating and wanting for so long, they get pushed back. Am I angry? Yeah, it sucks. But then I realize, okay, well, they're fixing to make the best product that they possibly can for me, and that's what I want. So when that happens to your game that you want to play, just remember, it's not, we're just messing with these people. It's because they're trying to make the best thing for you to be able to enjoy. Where when you get the game, you're not having to download a patch. And they're, hopefully they're not kind of the people that, we'll only give them half the game and then the DLC will be the rest of the game. I hate those people too. Some developers need to learn about that.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is the marketing teams need to learn, okay, we're not going to release a date until this game is ready to go gold.
Yeah.
That's a big problem, and that's a big problem with the people that own the studios.
It's just them getting, antsy. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure we can hit this date. Let's go ahead and put it out, and, we'll see where we go from there. I would rather you be like, wait a few more months, and be like, okay, well, this is almost done. I'm sure we can, get it and put it out somewhere.
Like fall 2016.
Yeah.
Don't give me a release date. Give me a window or a year. That helps a lot more.
Yeah, like well, it's definitely going to come out in 2017. If it's like 2016 and then it gets to, mid-December and it's still not out, then that would piss me off just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure they would already have released a statement that it's getting pushed if it hadn't been announced, a date.
I was just...
I know what you're saying. Guys, thanks for listening to episode 160 of the Nerd Cave Podcast. Where can they find us?
Guys, we are all over social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, all under Nerd Cave Network.
Yeah. Guys, make sure you check out our YouTube channel with all the content that's going to be coming out. We are putting out what we did on the live show. If you didn't check that out because you were busy or you had something really important that wasn't watching our live show, we just crossed 3 years with the network and everything, and we're going strong. And without your support, we can't keep doing that. If you want a T-shirt, hit us up. We'll get a T-shirt to you. We're wanting to sell those. We're wanting to get those out and everything. And we're looking for more and more T-shirts to go out and all of that good stuff.
Word.
So, guys, this has been Zach.
And Robbie.
Have a week.